My name is Dax Cole. I'm a linebacker at Maryville High School, and this is the No Playbook Podcast.
Hey, thanks so much for checking out the show. It's the podcast featuring outstanding athletes, coaches, and experts, all from East Tennessee, sharing their real recruiting stories. My name's Casey. Dax Cole joins me on the show today to talk about his recruiting experience. He's got a long list of official visits scheduled for this summer, so we kind of talk through what exactly he's looking for when he is visiting these schools and trying to decide where he's going to spend his college football playing career. Also, he's a Maryville High School guy. You know, I'm from Maryville. I love having these guys on the show. So it's a great interview. Make sure you stick around for the whole thing. This episode is sponsored by Stinnett Collision, with locations in Maryville, Sevier County, and now in Morristown. Get to Dax Cole right after this. Sit tight.
Hi, I'm Zach Stinnett, third-generation owner of Stinnett Collision. As a proud supporter of Tennessee athletics, we know that every game counts. When a collision puts you out of play, we're here to get you back in the game. Family-owned since 1965, Stinnett Collision now has locations in Maryville and Sevierville. With double the space and a team of certified technicians, we'll tackle your repairs and get you back on the road in no time. Don't let a collision sideline you. Visit Stinnett Collision today.
First up, I got to say, Dax Cole is one of the coolest football names I've heard.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is Dax your name or is it a nickname?
Yes, sir. Dax is my name. So my mom, she was an English school teacher. So she wanted when she named me, she wanted a name that she hadn't had in class. So Dax is what my parents came up with.
Yeah. So my wife teaches in Maryville City as well. She's at Foothills Elementary. And it's funny how there will be names that she associates with kids. And she'll I can never have a whatever it is. So because I had this one kid at one time that was, a real difficult time or maybe something really good. But that's funny. Does she teach in Maryville?
No, she started out in Madisonville and then moved to now she's a principal at Vaughnworth Elementary.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Well, thanks for coming on the show, man. I'm a Maryville guy. I had Coach Cobble on the podcast not long ago. Coach Hunt's been on the show. And I just I love having guys from this area on to talk about their recruiting experience. And I saw your laundry list of summer official visits coming up. Sounds pretty exciting.
Yes, sir, it is. I'm ready to get on them.
Yeah. So what is it like when you're even making that list? I would imagine there's some that even reached out to you that you declined, right?
Yes, sir. So ultimately it's, can I see myself getting developed at each school? And if I can, then I'll take the opportunity that the Lord's blessed me with to go on those visits.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I did want to get your thoughts as you've been through spring training, and I guess there's some summer stuff coming up in a few weeks or months. What does Maryville football look like for next season?
I'm super excited about it. Myself and the guys and the coaching staff have all worked extremely hard to get prepared, to get ready. We have a super determined group that's coming back with a fire under our butt after last year with Blackman.
Yeah. Now, what about the transition to the new head coach? What's that been like?
It's been awesome. So, being a linebacker, Coach Cobble was already my position group coach. So that relationship is already built there, which has allowed me to, trust that decision more. So I'm extremely excited about it and excited to see how it goes.
Excellent. Right on. So getting back to the kind of list of some of these schools, I saw some great ones on there. Everything from Navy to Marshall. I think Austin P maybe was on that list. What are some of the things that you think you're going to be looking for specifically? Like I've had folks that say, I'm looking for great academics. I'm looking for a connection with the coach. I'm looking for immediate playing time. What is it that's really going to blow your hair back?
Yes, sir. So for me, like I said previously, development is my, upfront most important thing because for me, college is a step and I want to leave my name out of college and be that guy, on the wall. But ultimately, like any kid's dream, it's the NFL. So I want to be developed at the school I go to. I want to have a great relationship with my coaching staff. And then obviously I definitely keep in mind, can I see myself starting year one? Am I going to have to redshirt? that kind of deal. And I'm looking to get in there and compete for a spot early.
Yeah. So obviously things can change as you go on these official visits, but on your way going in, are there any on that list that you are, I don't want to say leaning towards, but you're kind of especially excited to get to see their campus?
Yes, sir. There are some. It's the ones which obviously they know who they are. But the ones that have reached out to me more and I've stayed in contact more, whether that's phone call or, coming to visit me at practice or coming, on an at-home visit or, that kind of deal. It means a lot to me. So there is a little bit of lean towards those schools. But yes, sir.
So for anyone listening that maybe is hoping for that kind of opportunity, how does the process work? How do you get from you're just playing as a freshman in high school to now having these official visits lined up?
Really just keep your head down and work. Trust that the Lord's plan is bigger than what you want. Because I was a kid, that didn't really get looks until these past 2 months, and then everything has really come in for me. I just stayed with my head down and grinded, and was confident in myself and my ability, and really just keep your head down, continue to work, and it'll happen.
But like the actual process, what was it like? Did they first email you? Did they text you? Or how did that connection first start?
So they would all from X, which is what everybody gets recruited on for the most part nowadays. They would DM me on X. We'd talk on there for a minute, and then they would text me or they would call me, and that's how that relationship would start to build. Your X profile is extremely important in your process.
That's a really good note. I haven't heard that before. I've heard from coaches that say they check on social media just to make sure people aren't, posting videos of them smoking weed or getting into some trouble. But
Right.
That's interesting to actually suggest you need an X profile. Do you put a lot of stock into uploading like highlight reels?
Yes, sir. And whether that is my junior season tape, which is on there, that's pinned to the top of my profile, which is something I didn't know to do until coaches started talking to me about that. There was that. There was multiple, like, whether I'm working out, I'm running my 40s, I'm putting everything on there, and I'm tagging coaches is a big thing. You put the @ symbol and then whatever the coach, the school. I follow nearly 1,000 people, and I really just started on there. But that's, all the schools that I could see myself playing at, or, would want an opportunity to go and compete with at a camp or something like that.
Yeah. I see just from some images, you spent a lot of time in the gym. Is there a particular linebacker that you like idolize or you followed really closely?
Luke Kuechly, 100%. Not only
That's
his,
my guy.
yes, sir. Not only his physical, because obviously he's a beast. But mentally, he was just light years above everybody else. And the way he watched film and he prepared, and that was really the difference between myself, my sophomore and my junior season, was the mental aspect of the game. Understanding, if the running back lines up at this depth, it eliminates this side of the field. Where's he lined up? How far is he from the quarterback, left or right? You know, those little keys, and not focusing on the entirety of everybody, all 11. It's really just inside the box and studying your keys. And the more you do that, the more the game slows down.
Yeah. So I'm a lifelong Panthers fan, and watching Kuechly just be able to read an offense and know it's like he is inside the huddle almost. He knows what's going to happen. So that's and I'm sure that's a lot of prep work. And that kind of mentality really does make somebody that much more successful in the field.
Yes, sir.
Right on. That was the perfect answer, by the way. I love that. So I like hearing from great messages, or whether it be a life lesson or something on the field that you've gotten from a coach in the past. Is there something specific you've gotten from Cobble or Hunt in the past that you're going to take with you your whole career?
Yes, sir. So I'll say with Coach Hunt. So he always said at practice, there's two kinds of people. When adversity comes, how are you going to react? Are you going to let the situation you're in control you, or are you going to step up and put your head down and say, this is how it's going to be? So that's something that has shaped my mentality and how I play the game.
Very nice. Very nice. And a lot of times I like to get some kind of behind the scenes stuff. What's something that very few people know about you?
I'd say that something that very few people know about me is my why, and why I, kind of play the game the way I do. And the reason that I play the way I do is for all the kids that don't have the ability, whether they're handicapped or there's something else that's going on. They don't have the opportunity or the ability to play the game, and I play it for them. I want them to have somebody to look up to, and to kind of idolize in a way and say, man, I wish I was like him. So I try to be that role model that they can look up to.
Dude, having perspective like that is going to serve you so well throughout life, because there's been so many times, no matter what, it could be a job. Like, I'm having a tough day at a job, and then you're unemployed and you think, holy cow, I would do anything to have that job that I was frustrated at. And being able to realize that, I think, is really going to help just your mental health as you get older too.
Yes, sir.
Right on. So unforgettable sports memory. Everyone gets it on the show. Something when you're 80 years old, you close your eyes, you're going to be able to picture it perfectly.
I'd say Riverdale last year on the goal line here at home. It was 3rd and goal. And their play call was a slant over the middle, and he met me there. So I loved that opportunity to knock him out for a little bit and hold them to a field goal. So for me,
that's
that's
video on social, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's on my Twitter. I'm not sure if it's on my Instagram or not. I probably need to put it back on there if it's not. But yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one. That was a fantastic play.
Thank you.
And something I don't do with everybody, just Blount County folks, since I live here in Maryville. What is Blount County's best restaurant?
I'm gonna have to go with Los Margaritas. I'm a big Mexican food fan, so Los Margaritas on 411. That's the spot.
The great thing is, of everyone I have on the show, it's always a Mexican restaurant that someone mentions.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And it's Las Margaritas, it's Panchos, it's Los Amigos, or what's the one? El Jimador. It's just one of these. Someone has always got a mention of one of those restaurants.
Yes, sir.
Right on. By the way, my son is a rising junior at Maryville High School, plays tennis.
Yes, sir. That's awesome.
So yeah. So we'll be there watching again this upcoming season to watch you beat Alcoa, right?
Yes, sir. I'm very confident in our team. I'm not one to talk one way or the other, but I'm extremely confident in the way we'll handle business. With our preparation.
That game last year, just watching those two quarterbacks that both have such a bright future, and the lineup all around, it's just so much talent, and it was a really fun game to watch last season. Looking forward to it again this year.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's great, man. I appreciate your time. I'm going to put it together, and I'll have it out this weekend, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.